A predator with fangs nearly 20 centimeters long, yet its bite was weaker than a lion's. How can a hunter built for violence lack the very power it should wield? This is the paradox of Smilodon, the saber-toothed cat that ruled the Ice Age. Its fangs were not made for crushing, but for precision, a weapon of elegant design. Every muscle in its neck and shoulders worked like a spring, built to drive those fangs down. A strike delivered, not by its jaws, but by the power of its entire body. For millions of years, this specialization made Smilodon the apex predator of its time. Yet behind this grace and power lies a fatal trade: strength for precision. This is the story of how evolution built a killer so perfect, it could no longer survive. 12,000 years ago, the world was locked in ice. Across North America, colossal mammals roamed beneath pale blue skies. Among them walked silent giants, mammoths, ancient bison, and towering ground sloths. But in their shadow waited a predator. It emerged from the frost, broad-shouldered, thick-furred, eyes burning gold through the storm. Scientists call it Smilodon. Two great species ruled the Americas: Smilodon fatalis of the north and Smilodon populator of the south. Weighing nearly 400 kilograms, it was not built for speed, but for precision and raw strength. Its body told a story of evolution: massive shoulders, a short tail, and fangs longer than a man's hand, each adaptation serving one deadly purpose. It stood as a symbol of the Ice Age, a creature both beautiful and terrifying, shaped by a frozen world. The saber-toothed king of the Pleistocene, Smilodon. At first glance, Smilodon looked unstoppable, a perfect engine of muscle and bone. But scientists began to wonder, how powerful was its bite, really? Tests revealed a surprising truth. Compared to a lion's 1,300 psi and a hyena's 1,100, Smilodon reached only 1,000. That means its bite was weaker than predators half its size. Something else powered this killer. Inside its skull lay the clue. Smilodon's jaw opened nearly 120 degrees, far wider than any living cat, but with shorter muscles that sacrificed pressure for reach. 3D models showed the real force came from the neck and shoulders, a system built to drive the fangs downward, not crush. In life, Smilodon didn't crush bones, it used precision, the neck dropping like a hammer to strike soft flesh. This was evolution's trade-off: less power, more precision, a delicate balance between strength and design. In that balance lay both its brilliance and its downfall. In the midst of the Ice Age, a shadow moved, not defined by its teeth, but by the power behind them. The secret lay here, in the neck, a living machine of tension and release. Layer by layer, muscle connected to muscle, channeling force from shoulder to skull. Before every strike, the body coiled, storing power, waiting for a single devastating motion. Every arrow of force pointed the same way, upward through the neck, downward through the fangs. Smilodon didn't chase, it launched, a burst of muscle and weight that crushed the silence of snow. Then came the drop, the neck driving down, the fangs sliding in perfect alignment. A strike so precise it could pierce 20 centimeters deep, straight between arteries and windpipe. It was a weapon of geometry and instinct, evolution sculpted into motion. From neck to jaw, every bone carried tension like wires of a living bow. As the sun cut through the cold, the fangs glowed, relics of perfect design. Evolution designs perfection differently. Predators then and now, Across time, nature forged hunters of every kind, each a reflection of its age. In the cold silence of the Ice Age, Smilodon ruled, a masterpiece of muscle and precision. Today, its legacy echoes in the savannas of Africa. The lion, built for endurance and power, rules through strength and cooperation. But when it comes to raw bite force, another contender takes the crown, the hyena. Each predator follows a different design: bone crushers, muscle sprinters, or precision strikers. Smilodon's strength lay not in its jaw but in its neck, evolution's alternate answer to the same question: how to kill efficiently. Two predators, separated by time, bound by purpose. From the ancient branch of Machairodontinae came the saber-tooth. From Felidae, the modern cats. Two paths, one origin. Smilodon struck from shadows. The lion hunts with patience and unity. Different eras, different weapons, yet both were perfection within their worlds. Legends never truly die. It began with a mystery. Dozens of Smilodon skeletons, lying together as if frozen in a single moment of time. At the La Brea tar pits, scientists uncovered layers of death, yet patterns of connection. The fossils clustered close, their bones overlapping, too many to be coincidence. Some began to wonder, could Smilodon have hunted together? Reconstructions suggest coordination. One leading, others flanking, striking with precision. And evidence grew stronger. Broken bones that healed, proof that injured individuals were cared for. Perhaps they shared their kills, protected each other, bound not by instinct alone, but by connection. Lone killer, or social hunter. The bones remain silent, but the mystery endures. Dawn over the Pleistocene forest. The air trembles. Something moves beneath the mist. Hidden in silence, the saber-toothed cat waits, every breath a cloud of tension. Ahead, a giant ground sloth, unaware, slow, ancient. Muscles coil, neck tightens. The spring is loaded. In one breath, the Ice Age's perfect hunter strikes. The impact, shoulder first, using weight, not bite. The ground shakes beneath the power of design. Then the neck drives down. Fangs slide into flesh with surgical precision. Force measured at nearly 450 kilograms, a killing blow powered by evolution's finest mechanics. The prey falls, silence returns. Steam rises from the snow like breath from the past. Smilodon stands victorious, not just a predator, but the embodiment of power refined by time. The Ice Age began to fade. The world that once froze beneath giants was melting away. Forests spread, grass replaced snow, and the age of giants came to an end. Smilodon walked alone across a changing world, its kingdom shrinking with every step. The weapon that once ruled the ice had become a burden in the thaw. As the climate shifted, prey vanished, and the Saber King faced an enemy it could not fight: change. Alone in the cold wind, surrounded by silence, the predator became a memory of power undone. Each step faded into the snow, until the snow itself was gone. Extinction ends life, not legacy. As dawn broke over a silent world, the last of the saber-toothed kings stood still, its fangs catching the first light of a new age. time did not erase its story. It transformed it. From saber to mane, from ice to savanna, evolution never ends. It only changes form. Power is not in the bite, but in evolution's choice to change. Join the hunt. Hit subscribe.